Hello there YouTube, welcome. This is my second video, and if you don't know me, I am a movie master, and I love movies. Movies is, if you can't see from over here, like right here, this is my world, movies. I want to mention the movies that I've been watching the past month. I haven't watched that many, because school and work, and a lot of stuff going on, it's kind of hectic. But I'm going to mention stuff I've been watching, so stick around. First stuff I've been watching is the Saw films. I'm a big fan of the Saw franchise. Let's start with the first one, Saw, starring Cary Elwes. Actually, I've met Cary Elwes. He's a really cool guy. He's really nice. Anyway, the first film is perhaps the best one in the franchise. Even though the acting is a little mediocre, the story, the plot, and the twist is one of the best things about this film, the twist. Which I won't ruin. If you haven't seen the film, watch it. The Blu-ray, I've owned this movie, the actual Saw film, plenty of times in the past. And this one, the Blu-ray version is perhaps the best version out there. Even though in the back it says it's the theatrical version, this is actually the unrated extended cut, which I prefer over the theatrical. Because the scenes that they cut out is not that much. It's just, if I remember, there's a scene where they show the body, the corpse in the middle of the room. It's extended by a couple of seconds. And the scene where, actually I don't want to go there because I don't want to ruin anything. But I prefer this Blu-ray version, and it's not that expensive. I got this for $5.99 at FYE. It was on sale, so you can find it cheap also on Amazon. So the next one is Saw 2, the unrated edition. Yeah, the unrated edition. This sequel is just as good as the first one. I really liked the fact that the acting is better. I will admit that. Is it better than the first one? I would say it's equal. They're right there and there. They're both good. And I personally think the franchise should have ended here. You know, they should have just ended it here. Even though there is a twist, it could have ended here. The Blu-ray, which is this one, comparing it to the other ones, I didn't see that much of a difference in picture quality. I've owned this one a couple of times. I've owned it in the theatrical, the special edition, and now on Blu-ray. And the thing that I noticed about this Blu-ray is that there's scenes where there's like little dots all over the screen. It's not too noticeable, but from time to time it just pops up, and it's kind of annoying. So aside from that, it's really worth getting. This one I got it for $10 at FYE. Again, you can find it on Amazon for a cheap price. The next one is Saw 3. Saw 3 I didn't like so much. I mean, a lot of people like it, and they say that the franchise should have ended here. If anything, okay, the franchise could have ended here, but that was it. I mean, I wasn't really too happy with the way they approached Saw 3, because most of the film is just in this whole room. And the same could be said about the first film, but I don't know, and the color tone on this one is too dark. Sometimes I can't tell what's going on, so here's the Blu-ray. I've owned this a couple of times too. I've actually owned the Saw films in plenty of editions. So I didn't like Saw 3 much. Saw 4, on the other hand, was actually better, in my opinion. Not that much better, but slightly improvement over Saw 3. Here's the Blu-ray, Saw 4. Comparing this to the DVD, I prefer the theatrical version. There's a scene, which I don't want to ruin, but it's in the ending where you see Hoffman getting up. In this version, or in the DVD unrated version, you don't see it. You have to get the theatrical cut, which is kind of hard to find. And it's stupid. They should just have both versions on a single disc, because the differences are minimal. But I prefer having both versions. I don't think that's too much to ask. So, the next one is Saw 5. And this is a 2-disc version. It brings the Blu-ray, and it brings also a digital copy. I'm not big for digital copies. I mean, I have 2 movies on my iPod Touch, Rambo and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. And I got it from a digital copy, but I never watched those movies, so I never see the logic, in owning a digital copy. But This one, Saw 5, what I really hated about this movie was the fact that the whole film is pretty much a flashback. And it felt more like a parody than an actual sequel. You know, the character of Agent Strom, when he's talking with a raspy voice, like, "I want to talk to Jill Tuck one last time," it kind of sounded like a bad version of Jigsaw. So, I didn't like this one. And the traps are really stupid. Like, they're not believable. I don't want to mention them, but they're... I don't know, I just didn't like it. The next one is Saw 6, the unrated director's cut. I'm also not too happy about the unrated version because in the theatrical, there's a scene at the end where Hoffman is wearing the reverse bear trap, and the way he escapes in the theatrical is different than the unrated. There's two scenes going simultaneously in the unrated version. So this one is a big improvement over the 3, 4, and 5. Big improvement. This one was like, the plot was better, they took time actually caring about the characters. So, here it is. The last one is Saw, the final chapter. Now, this movie's a piece of shit. I saw this in theaters in 3D. I paid the money for it. Why did I buy it on Blu-ray if I thought it was shit? Good question. I like, even if the movie's bad, and it's part of the franchise, I'll buy the Blu-ray. The case looks nice, but I mean, it brings the Blu-ray, the DVD, and it brings also... Oh, I thought it brought the digital copy. No, I guess not. It doesn't bring the digital copy. I didn't get the 3D, the Blu-ray 3D. I didn't get it because I don't own a Blu-ray 3D player. And to be honest, I saw this in theaters, like I said, and the 3D is shit. There's only like 2 or 3 scenes where you see gore coming right at you, but it's not that much. So, what else have I watched? Well, that's pretty much it. I've been watching Saw films. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully next month I'll have more time to actually share, you know, the stuff that I've watched. Oh, and if you don't believe me about Cary Elwes, give me a second. Let me show you. Hold on. You see, that's me and my BFF Cary Elwes. And he signed the poster of Saw 3D. It's right there to Sebastian. And that's a sign, Cary Elwes. So anyway, YouTube, until next month, if you have any suggestions or questions, just let me know, right? Peace.